All right, welcome to that synth show. I've had a lot of new people come to the channel saying, Samurai, what's the first synthesizer I should buy? And I say, you know what? Let me think about it. Now I got a video ready for you, and we got a great community. Throw it down in the comments what you think is the best first synthesizer for a beginner out there. Let's go with that synth show. Woo! All right, welcome back. Great week so far. Hope you guys are having a good week, Thanks for joining me. And I thought we'd do a video about the best beginner synthesizer. And you might think it's one of these three I got on the board here in the little picture, but it's not. Or maybe it is. But the first synthesizer is going to be one, it was my first synthesizer. So I guess I'm a little bit biased, but this is not the best one, but it's the one that I think is definitely up for beginners. Let's take a quick look. So we got the Arturia MicroBrute. Now this thing is a beast. I don't even know if you can buy it new anymore, but you can get it used on Reverb. We'll check out the specs in a little bit. But this thing, as you look up top here, it's got an oscillator section, it's got a filter section, it's got controls, and it's got LFO, and it's got your ADSR envelopes, attack, decay, sustain, release, and it's also got a little built-in sequencer. So for a first synthesizer, if you want to learn subtractive synthesis, this is a really, really cool, easy way to learn it. It's monophonic, very simple. Push one key, one note comes out, turn the dials, all right? So let's jump over. We're gonna watch a little hype video on each synth here, just to get that blood boiling, and let us feel what it feels like. So let's jump over real quick. We're gonna hit Arturia's actual site and see the video that they released to hype us up about this synthesizer, all right? Let's check it out. Little patch bay on it. It's heavy too. It's got some weight. Unique Brute oscillators, and they are. Pure analog, baby. For all those analog junkies. Super fast envelope. Mob Matrix. All right, you get the idea. We watched the whole thing because, that sounds like a lot of drums and a lot of other stuff going on rather than the actual Matrix group. But as you can see, it's got some cool sounds you can add into it. We're going to jump over and watch a little thing by Derek Fisher here real quick too now, just to see what he thinks in a minute after we check all that out. So that's the first synth, okay? The Arturia Matrix Brute. A perfect first synthesizer for anybody who's looking for one. Number 2 up on the list here. We got. Now, I don't know if you expected this one. You might have, but I don't know. This is the Roland JDXI. Now, this one's crazy too. I've actually had the pleasure of using this, and I think this is a sleeper synth, and I can't believe that, well, I can believe, but a lot of people didn't really like this one or didn't get as much hype or something like that, and they made a bigger model called the JDXA. Now, this thing here, if you're into a first synthesizer and you want to make an actual full song, the Arturia MicroBrute's probably going to take you a little while. But the JDXI, you can do the drums, you can do the bass, it's got a built-in analog, it's got leads, it's got everything you want in a synthesizer to make a track right off the bat, because you got 4 channels to just record your track into. So let's check out the hype video by the JDXI real quick. Dorian concept. boy at Roland needs a little bit of sunshine. That's those UK boys, maybe. All right, I don't know. So I'll throw these down the links. You can go check them out. But first glance, MicroBrute versus the JDXI. You can, your first synthesizer, you can make a whole song here. So it feels really, really cool when you make a song. You know, it's cool to make sounds, but there's something kind of cool about actually making a song and, you know, showing it to people and them kind of looking at you being like, that's great. And you think it's great. Maybe they don't. You know, that's how making music works a lot of time. You think it's awesome and other people don't. And a lot of times you think it's garbage and some people think it's good. It's weird. Music makes no sense, you know? A lot of times the things that I've hated, that I've made, people are like, that sounds, I like that, you're best. I'm like, what? And a lot of times I'm like, man, this is the best. People are like, it's not really that good, man. And I'm like, all right, cool. All right, so that's the JDXI. So let's jump back over and check out the next one on the list here real quick. The Behringer Monopoly. So how I made this list, you know, I wanted to have something that has keys. You know, you could get the module desktops, but I wanted to put something in the list that you can actually have the keys there and you can make music all at once without having to buy anything else. You buy some of those modules, you got to buy a MIDI keyboard too. So the Behringer Monopoly, which I also have, I think it's amazing. So I've tried the first three synths and I love the Monopoly. It sounds amazing. It looks beautiful. It's heavy as a you-know-what. Tons of modulation. 4 oscillators. You know, this thing's wicked. So let's go check out a quick hype video from our boys over at Behringer real quick. Not bad sounds for a first synth. All right, so you get the idea. This and the difference in this one here now in the JDXI is you can make a full track, but you got to make it in a bunch of separate parts in your DAW, or like this guy cat's doing, record them in video DAW. The JDXI still you can make a whole track or with one device. So I think that's way up there. All right, so we got the MicroBrute, we got the Monopoly. All right, MicroBrute, we got the Monopoly, we got the JDXI. All right. And then number 4 on the list had to come in with the ASM Hydra Synth Explorer. Now, I picked up the Hydrasynth Deluxe and it's blown my mind so far. I have to say it's probably my favorite synthesizer I have, although the Op6 is close because I just love the Op6, the Korg Op6. But anyways, main point is this synthesizer is epic and they made it in a small form factor, which I think for a beginner, it's pricey. We'll get into the prices in a little bit, but man, this thing here, this thing can make some sound. So let's head over real quick to our friends at A Shun Sound Machine and see what they got for a hype video. We got our boy Dominic. I think you say ow, oh, ow, however you say it. Let's see what this guy got. All sounds by the Hydra Synth Explorer. Drums included. Digital, all digital. Dominic. All right, that's how you do a hype video. I got to give it to ASM Sound Machine. This thing here sounds so awesome, and I can't believe you can get it in a small form factor. It's got poly aftertouch, and again, you can make a full track with what's built into any synthesizer really, but this one seems also to make it a little bit easier on you. But the JDXI still got it. If you're into making music and you want to make a track, if your goal is making a track, full track, then the JDXI is the easiest way to do that. All right. So that's our 4 synthesizers right there. Arturia, MicroBrute, JDXI, Roland, Behringer Monopoly, the Korg clone, and then we got the ASM Hydra Synth. All right. So I don't know. You tell me. I'm going to throw some videos down in the bottom. We got Derek Fisher at Sweetwater doing a demo of the MicroBrute right here. Let's see it. Right, we got him doing a Hydra Synth video. I'll throw all that down in the comment. Okay, we got them all here. Just check this out actually real quick. See what the... There it is. So beautiful, huh? Beautiful little synthesizer.
In fact, some of the knobs are so similar that I won't go in great detail on them. We'll give you a link to the MicroBrute. But I want to show you just how much you can do with this very small and very affordable synthesizer.
Let's hear some raw sounds.
And that metalizer can be controlled via voltage, so you could...
Analog. So I'll tell you what, I had that thing and that's exactly what it sounds like. All right. It doesn't sound like the video Arturia put out because that was all drums and craziness, but it looks awesome. It sounds exactly like that. So if you get the Arturia MicroBrute, it's going to sound exactly like that. Pure analog, no reverb, no effects, none of that stuff. So if that's what you're into, that's what you're into. All right, and let's jump over here real quick so we can check out some prices on these bad boys. So if you want the Arturia MicroBrute, head over to Reverb. You can pick this thing up for $250. So the price, let's get some music going. So the price, $250 for your first synthesizer. Perfect for learning subtractive synthesis. Very, very easy, very straightforward, and lots of modulation capabilities, all right? $250. Jump over here, JDXI. We're knocked up in the price here, we're going to $599, all right? $599 for the JDXI. That's $600, let's be honest. That ain't $599, that's $600. So with that, you can make your full song, all right? Let's jump over here again. Monopoly coming in at $600, all right? We'll jump over here again, $600. So if you're into investing in your first synthesizer and you got $600 laying around, you got 3 amazing synthesizers you can buy, or you can buy 2 MicroBrutes for that price, right? Pretty much, yeah, 2 MicroBrutes and then a used one. So you could have 3 MicroBrutes. Now, my true beginner synthesizer for any of the beginners out there, because I love Behringer, is Behringer. If you just want to pick up a synthesizer, check out some sounds, $99, $49, 8-voice polyphonic Pro 800, $399, $199 for Behringer Edge, $299 for the Solina string machine, all right? $599, $799, $199. So, you're looking at, if you want to spend a little money just to check out some sound, pick up a Behringer synthesizer. There's so many. And if you're into actually making a song, I'm going to go with the Roland JDXI if you're into making songs. But overall, my vote, 100%, is probably going to go towards the Hydra Synth Explorer. I think that thing, bang for your buck, blows everything out of the way competition-wise. It's just awesome. And it's all digital, but you can make it sound analog. And the honorable mention will go to the Arturia Micro Freak. Is it the Micro Freak? Yeah, that one's a good synthesizer. And the Mini Freak's good too. So you tell me down in the comments. We got a lot of beginners coming to the channel. Let them know what you think's a good synthesizer for a beginner. I'd put them up there, and we're gonna see how it goes, because getting new people into music and leading them down the path where they can enjoy a hobby that's like meditation, it gets them away from the madness of the world and puts them in their own zone like you and I both do, and we love, because we love sound. Like Jorb says, I'm Jorb, and I love gear. I'm Bruce, and I love synthesizers. All right? So, that's it. That's that synth show. Enjoy your evening. Until next time.